Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing good during this tough time of quarantine. So I guess you guys are bored by now, so I decided to make another YouTube video on a tutorial for a game on Scratch. It's a very simple game. It's basically the maze game. This game is gonna have two stages, an easy stage followed by a hard stage. I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions about Scratch, watch our tutorial video that we've uploaded on YouTube, or you can DM us on Instagram or Facebook. So let's get right into it. So in this entire game, I'm going to be using 5 stars, 2 bombs, 1 doctor that's going to move around and complete the maze, and the final place to reach is going to be this virus. So here's what the doctor looks like. All that it has to do is move around and navigate to the final place. The coronavirus by itself is the final destination that the doctor has to reach. These bombs, these are 2 bombs, and they will appear every 25 seconds, and they're just for a fun aspect of the game. These stars, they add 1,000 points to the entire game just for fun. I also have a maze as one of the sprites, so that the doctor can go through it. And also these are the 3 backgrounds that I'm using. This is for the easy part of the maze. This is for the second part of the maze, and this is the final background, which has the word congratulations on it. I will be using all of these a lot throughout the game and in my code. So here's just a small introduction about them. As you guys can see, I've already set up my entire game. I have a maze. I have my stars, which would give us extra points in the game. I also have bombs, which would appear in 25 seconds. And I have my final place to go, which is the virus. So this is basically a doctor going to a virus. And yeah, that's the game. So I'm going to start coding the game now. My very first step is going to be coding the doctor's movement. So I'm going to start by getting when flag is clicked. Then I would want it to go to the beginning position, which is 212 and negative 160. And then I'm going to make a forever loop because we want the movement to keep going. And then if we want up arrow first. So if up arrow is clicked, then we want our Y to change by 3. Sorry. So change Y by 3. And then we move to the next costume. The next costume basically doesn't do much. It just stays exactly the same. But if you want to like change your costume or change the person from like a doctor to maybe say a nurse or something, you can do that also. And I'm going to say if touching color black, because that's the color of my maze. If your maze is another color, please feel free to put the color that your maze is. And I'm going to change Y by negative 3 so that it works. I'm going to do the same for all the other keys. What I can do is I don't need to redo the whole thing over and over again. I can just copy the entire code and paste it. So it just like eases my job. I don't have to keep doing it over and over again. So I have my forever loop followed by this code and then this. I'm going to change my up arrow to down arrow this time. Change Y by, I'm going to say negative 3. And I'm going to make this positive 3. Again, I'm going to paste in the other one, and I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to say if now right arrow key is clicked. And then I'm going to, this time because it's right and left, we want it to be X instead of Y. So I'm going to say change X by positive 3. And likewise over here, I'm going to make it change X by negative 3. I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to pull this out, copy and paste, put this back in, put this down, make this if left arrow is pressed, change the X to negative 3, and change the Y to positive 3. So that would manage the movement of our doctor to go left, right, up, or down. Now I'm going to do the movement of or controlling our time and score, because that's a fun thing. You do not need to necessarily do it, but I just wanted to have something fun. That's why I did it. Also, for score and time, I have basically made my own variables because they didn't have variables of show score and time. But if you want, you don't need to necessarily do this, but I just did it because I think you can learn something new. I'm gonna make the entire game for 60 seconds, so you can. It's like a challenge factor to the game. I would also want to know the person's name just in case. I'd like to see who is playing. You can adjust your score and time bars. Then I'm gonna make a forever loop. I'm gonna put it over here. If you have any questions, please let us know on Instagram. We would be more than happy to help you. Then I'm gonna also one forever loop. So I would want my time to keep decreasing by 1 second, and then after it decreases by 1 second, I would want it to wait for a second and then decrease again. Then I would add an if statement. So and then which means that if my time is equal to 0, so if my time is up, I'm gonna drag and drop the time over here. Then I'm gonna say hide my variable time because I don't want it to be seen over there. I mean, you can skip this step if you want, but I like to keep it this way. And then I'm gonna say stop all because as soon as the time gets over, I want my entire game to stop, because then there's so you cannot continue. So the main point of the game is to finish everything before your time is up. Next I am going to be doing is how do I move to my second stage of the maze. So I'm going to say if my doctor touches the coronavirus on the top, I would want it to switch backdrop, because I have two backdrops. I would want to switch to backdrop 2, and then I would want the first half of the game to stop. So I'm going to say stop all. Now for the movement of the doctor to go to the starting position, I'm going to say when flag is clicked, then I would want the background to switch to background 2. Now I want it to switch to background 1. So when you start, there's the background 1's visible. And then I would want my sprite, which is my doctor, to go back to its original position. And then I will be starting a forever loop, an if statement, and then I would say if touching coronavirus, yep, then I would want it to go to the a different position. So in order to see what the exact position is, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what the position is. It seems to me like it's 12 and negative 163. Oh, yeah. 12 and negative 163, I'm going to say. So this is going to be go to 12 and negative 163. And, and I want my background to switch to backdrop 2. You do not need to switch it, but I switched it just for fun. So here's our code for the doctor. Don't worry if you guys haven't caught up yet. I mean, I will link the entire game down in the description below, so you guys can access it whenever you want. Then I'm gonna write the code for my coronavirus. So at the beginning, I would want it to be at the position that it is at right now. And then I'm gonna say when my backdrop switches, which is the second half of the game, I would want to move it to a different position. So the different position is going to be negative 16 and 138. It's not always the same values, guys, so you have to adjust it and see. You can see it over here, X and Y. but I've already checked it, so I know what the values are. I'm gonna say if touching doctor, so when coronavirus touches doctor, I would want it to switch to backdrop 3, which is my final background, which will have a message like congratulations. And then once the message is displayed, I want my entire game to stop, so I'm gonna put stop. Now comes the code for the bomb. Both the bombs are gonna have the same code. So the code's very simple. You can literally copy paste it. So first you do click flag, and then I want my bomb to be hidden first, so that it appears every 25 seconds. Then I'm going to start a forever loop, which will say first I have to wait for 25 seconds because I want my bomb to appear every 25 seconds. And then I'm going to say show. Uh, it's very simple. And the second half of the code is going to be when backdrop switches to backdrop 2. And then I'm just going to copy and paste the entire code because it's literally that. So as you can see, my code is already done for the bomb. It was simple and sweet. I've done it for my other bomb already. Now I'm going to do the code for the stars because when the star is clicked, you basically get 1,000 points extra. So I want my star to be seen at all the time. So I'm going to say when flag is clicked, then I'm going to press show, then start a forever loop, say forever, and then I'm going to say have an if statement, and then it's going to be if touching doctor, I want to change my score by 1,000, and I would also want to add 5 seconds to my time just to give like a plus factor to the game. Then I want it to be hidden after the star's click because then there's no point clicking the star over and over again. And then I'm going to say stop, but instead of stop all, I'm going to make it only stop this sprite. So now, as you can see, the one half of the code is done. It's the second half is basically the same. All I have to do is make this to backdrop 2 and copy and paste and whoops, sorry guys. Okay, oh my god, yeah. Ah, there you go, my bad. Show, and I'm gonna just do it this way. So our code for the star is also done. I've done the same thing for my second, third, fourth, and fifth star. So we don't waste too much time. It's basically the same. There's no change at all. Now the last code is going to be the code for the maze. The code for the maze is extremely simple. So I'm just going to say when flag is clicked, then I'm going to say switch costume to my second one, which I've named as B in this case. I don't know why, but I just named it B. And I would want it to go, okay, I want it to stay wherever it is, or I would want it to go. No, I would want it to go to whatever position is given over here. 1 second, guys. I need to. What is it? 16 and 0. My bad. 16, 0 and 16. Oh, it's 16, 0 for both. Okay, so I'm going to let it stay at 16 and 0. And then I'm going to say when backdrop switches, another forever loop, followed by switch costume to B. And my last code is going to be go to 16, 0. So, I mean 16, -6. So as you guys can see, our game's already ready now.
Thanks for watching, and once again, my name is Riyaa, and leave a like below if you would like to code this amazing game, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more such awesome videos. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below or DM us on Instagram. Bye! Thanks for watching!